OMG. OMG. Mais vous êtes pas bien, hein. Merci beaucoup, hein. Mais ça veut dire qu'il va falloir que je fasse des badges d'abonnés maintenant, quoi. C'est ça que vous êtes en train de me dire, là. Non mais c'est du love pour toi. Non mais stop. Niveau 2, non mais please. Merci. Merci beaucoup. C'est très généreux. Merci beaucoup, beaucoup. J'espère que tu vas bien. Comment ça va? Comment tu vas, moi? Pour ce dimanche. Ce dimanche 13 mars. Moi, je suis fatiguée, je sais pas pourquoi. Je suis à côté de la plaque. Je pense que ce soir, ça va être laborieux, mais... Ouais, bah ça va en vrai, ça va. Mais je suis à côté de la plaque de fou, là. Le 13, c'est un bon chiffre. C'est vrai. Is ok. Le 13 is ok, en vrai. Le 17, c'est l'anniversaire de ma sœur. Je trouve un cadeau, quoi. Je trouve un cadeau. De toute façon, c'est pas plus mal, elle est partie au ski. Ça me laisse le temps. Ça me laisse le temps jusqu'à samedi prochain, je pense. Ah, mais faut lui trouver un cadeau, quoi. J'espère que t'es OP pour ce soir. J'espère que c'est la fin, parce que... il est temps qu'on arrête, quoi. Il est temps qu'on arrête ce jeu, quoi. T'en veux un à l'effigie de Pearl? Bah, il en faut un niveau 1, un niveau 2, un niveau 3. Et à chaque fois, il faut que ce soit genre une évolution du premier, quoi. Achète de la nourriture. Des bonbons. Des Kinder. Vas-y, je vais faire ça. Je vais l'acheter les Kinder Surprise, là. Je déconne. Après, la bouffe, ouais, je sais pas, elle est pas trop bouffe, en vrai. Elle est pas bouffe, elle est pas high-tech, elle est... Elle aime bien les plantes. Mais elle en a déjà tellement des plantes, au secours. Je m'écoute pas. Je sais pas. Un bijou. Je sais pas. J'ai pas d'idée. Je note les idées. On va attendre les gens. Genre... Genre Tayanda ou Anto, ou les deux. Tayanda et Ko, Anto aussi. On va attendre un peu. On va attendre un peu. L'option bon cadeau. Ouais, c'est vrai. Oui, c'est vrai, après ça lui laisse un peu le... Ça lui laisse un peu le choix, quoi, mais bon. C'est pas personnalisé, quoi, mais c'est vrai. C'est vrai, c'est vrai. Elle kiffe Bonobo. Elle y passe sa vie, genre. En vrai, c'est un bon magasin, je l'aime bien aussi de temps en temps. Quand j'ai des thunes. Du coup, ça fait longtemps, là, mais... Mais en vrai, c'est un bon magasin. Je cherche un truc, voilà, je cherchais ça. Hop, on recharge le tel. Hop. Comment ça? C'est vrai, un cadeau utile. Ouais, mais elle a tout, en vrai. En vrai, elle a déjà tout, quoi. Commande à distance. Je fais un truc, hein. C'était censé marcher du premier coup, mais bon. Je sais pas pourquoi il veut pas. Ah, je sais pourquoi il veut pas. Je sais pourquoi il veut pas. Là, il va bien vouloir, normalement. Donc je pense que ça va se terminer comment, cette histoire, Mo? Bien, pas bien, compliqué, pas compliqué. Elle a tout. Elle a tout. Dans le sens... Putain, faut que je le refasse. Dans le sens... Bah, elle a pas besoin que je lui achète des trucs, quoi. Tu vois, elle est pas dans le besoin d'un truc en spécialement, tu vois. Si je lui achète, ce sera du superflu, quoi. Tu vois ce que je veux dire? Elle a déjà plein de trucs, et puis elle a ce qu'il faut pour se les acheter, tu vois. Alors... La caméra, c'est moi qui me suis décalée encore. C'est moi qui me décale, en fait. Ok. Bon. On attend combien de temps? On attend 15 minutes? J'ai tag. Bah oui, j'ai atteint Thaïlanda quand même. La notion de besoin. Genre besoin, un truc vraiment important, tu vois. Elle a besoin de rien. Je pense qu'elle a envie de plein de trucs. Heureux taco. Je pense qu'elle a envie de plein de trucs, mais qu'elle dit pas spécialement, tu vois. J'ai besoin d'un câlin. Ah ouais? T'as un besoin, toi? D'accord. Ma sœur. Yonaiti. Heureux. Heureux. Comment ça va depuis tout à l'heure? T'as mangé quoi? Moi, j'ai pas mangé grand chose, je pense que j'aurai de nouveau faim. J'ai le seum. J'aimerais tellement grignoter des Kinder Maxi, là, tout de suite, là. Tu vois, ça, c'est une envie. J'ai toujours envie de Kinder Maxi. Des nouilles. Let's go. Genre, juste des nouilles ou des nouilles chinoises, là, genre que tu mets de l'eau dedans et tout? Ou tu t'es préparé avec de la sauce tomate, des oignons, je sais pas. T'as envie de slip? Bah, va faire dodo. En vrai. Bon, une fois que tout le monde est là, il faut que je pense à record. Oui, plus sauce salsa. Ok, ok. Nice. Ça va être soupe. C'est trop bon les soupes. Nouilles aux yeux. Ah, les bonnes nouilles aux yeux là. Mm. Ok, ok. Le lapsus. Let's go. Démasquer mot. Démasquer, mange des nouilles aux yeux. Berk. Qu'est-ce que ça a fait ce week-end sinon? Ça a fait des trucs. Ça a glandé. Moi j'ai recommencé à regarder Shingeki no Kyojin là. Je suis de nouveau à la saison 1 du coup. Et cette fois-ci bah, je regarderai tout. Je kiffe tellement ce manga, il est trop bien. C'est pour ça que je sais pas. Il me... Je sais pas comment dire, mais genre à chaque fois que je regarde un manga qui m'implique un peu trop émotionnellement ou je sais pas, qui me fait kiffer quoi. Après je suis un peu ragdoll quoi. J'ai envie de rien, juste de regarder genre. Je sais pas si ça vous le fait aussi. Je mange pas les yeux des gens par contre. Tu bois les paroles. Bon ça va alors. Tu manges les yeux de quoi? Du qui? Tu manges pas les yeux des chats quand même. C'est chaud. Oh merci c'est gentil Taco. Pearl elle sera trop contente. Secret. Recette qu'on partage entre mère et fille. Pas les chats, ok, ouf. Les grenouilles. Comme les sorcières, là. C'était cheap as fuck. Trop bien. Pearl, elle sera contente. Elle est où, d'ailleurs? Elle est pas là pour une fois. Elle en a marre de m'entendre parler, je pense. T'as juste envie d'avoir la suite, tant que t'as pas fini, et après t'es en mode j'en veux plus, mais est-ce que je suis vraiment contente du contenu? En vrai, ouais, c'est un peu ça, ouais. J'ai envie d'avoir la suite, mais je suis plus aussi dans un truc de création en mode et si seulement il s'était passé ça comme ça, tu vois. Du coup, je refais l'histoire dans ma tête, genre. Et on n'en finit plus. Les grenouilles, c'est protect. Et il attaque, il protect. Marvel What If. Par exemple. Par exemple. Mais je sais pas. Je sais pas, j'aime bien faire ça avec les mangas. Mais avec Naruto, déjà, je le faisais à l'époque. Tu vois. Et si ce personnage, il mourrait pas comme ça, mais comme ça, et si... tu vois, c'était trop bien. Et du coup, je suis trop à fond dedans. Quand je regarde un truc, je suis toujours à fond. The 100, c'est pareil, j'étais trop à fond, ouais. Par contre, tous vos pseudos, ils sont en mauve et en bleu, c'est infernal. Voilà, sachez-le. Il y a genre une nuance qui sépare Nighty de Mo et de Mo de Taco. Nighty, c'est bleu, Mo, c'est bleu-violet, et Taco, c'est violet. C'est trop chiant. Oh, it should have ended. Ouais, c'est trop bien. J'aime trop regarder ces vidéos-là. Du coup, je sais pas qui parle des fois, genre j'hésite. Tu te vois violette? Ouais, mais ça change, ouais, en fonction des trucs. Chez moi, c'est orange. Mais vous pouvez régler la couleur une bonne fois pour toutes. Ouais, voilà, c'est ça. Vous pouvez les set. Elle est trop bien, les mottes. Ouais, tu vas dans ton réglage de chat, je crois, en bas, là. Et je crois que tu peux mettre une couleur... je sais plus. Byzantium. Moi, je sais pas. J'en sais rien. Je crois que c'est un bleu... C'est un gris, vert, un peu bizarre. Non. En vrai, c'est pas compliqué. Je pense qu'un petit tour sur Google, là, let's go. Il est sur FF14. On l'attend ou pas? Ça dure longtemps le sadique sur FF14 ou pas? Hop. Ouais, mais quand j'ai demandé à quelle heure ça arrangeait les gens de commencer le stream, j'ai dit 20h, il dit ouais, 20h c'est bien. Ou peut-être que j'ai mal compris du coup, mais... Écoute. Au pire, ce sera sur YouTube, hein, de toute façon. Au pire. Ah d'accord, j'ai pas fait gaffe à ce qu'il a dit. Bah, il va pas louper un peu, il va quand même louper 3 quarts d'heure, quoi. Et Dieu sait ce qui se passe en 3 quarts d'heure dans ce jeu, franchement. Et quand je dis Dieu, je dis vous, bien sûr. Of course. Après, moi, ça me dérange pas, hein. Ce sera sur YouTube, de toute façon. Faut pas que j'oublie de record. C'est surtout ça. Bon, il faut que je note au fait que je dois faire les badges. Je vais le noter, sinon je vais oublier. Après, j'aurai l'air con. Oh, c'est trop chiant en vrai, demain faut que j'aille un rendez-vous le dermato là, j'ai pas envie. Oh, t'es green, let's go. Oh, am I? Greenwashing. Let's go. Sinon, en attendant Tyrande, je propose de continuer. La dernière fois, j'avais commencé Rusty Lake. Couleur des frogs. On peut voir si ça save déjà, parce que j'ai peur que ça n'a pas save. Et puis dès qu'il est là, on commence. Est-ce que ça vous dit? Frog is in the lake. Let's go. Alors, c'est dans ça. Ça. Je crois que le son est fort au début, je m'en excuse. Vous allez pas l'entendre. Je crois. Oh, vous l'entendez pas. On va couper le son. Voilà. Hop. Ça avait save. Incroyable. Ah oui, et j'en avais coupé la... Ça. Ah, je l'avais déjà fait. Apportez-moi un Bloody Mary. Et du coup, il veut le sang là-dedans. Et il veut quoi d'autre? Vodka Tabasco. Et Special Ingredients. Ouais. Je suis censée récupérer un autre liquide, je pense, avec ça. Pour les mettre là-dedans et savoir la quantité. Ah, il y a des papillons, là. Ici aussi. Et si je faisais ça? Non. Et si j'enflammais les papillons? Non. Ici, il y a un truc à moudre. Ça, on avait open. Ça, il y a quoi à faire là-dessus? Non, il n'y a rien à faire. C'est quoi ta ref encore, Mo? C'est quoi la ref qu'on connaît pas encore? Tu ne peux pas quitter la pièce sans avoir trouvé de la viande. Donc avec tout ce qu'il y a dans cette pièce, je suis censée faire un truc. Ici, j'avais tout ouvert, oui. Ah oui, d'accord. Olsen connaît, ok. Le papillon, là, j'en fais quoi? Rien? Je suis censée l'attraper? What the fuck? Avec un seau? Non. Et lui aussi, du coup, what the... Ah, je vais mettre le seau au bout. Ok. J'ai récupéré quoi? Un seau rempli d'eau. C'est QFD. Ça pue le meat grinder sur le mur. J'ai pas fait gaffe. Seau rempli d'eau. Il m'a dit quoi d'autre? Du tabasco et... un special ingredient. Ok. Ici, il y avait quoi à faire? Peut-être mettre de l'eau, non? On a mis un peu d'eau, je crois. Mais on n'a pas de graines. On en veut 5, c'est ça? Qui? Ah non, il nous en faut 8. D'accord. Donc là, il y en a trop. Il en reste combien là-dedans? Aucune idée. Je crois que j'ai fait de la merde. Oui. Non. Alors, attendez. Du coup, ça me fait 1. Là, j'en ai 5. Ah, ça me fait 6. Comment ces drogues des années 2000? Ok. Je vais faire du pif pour faire ça, je suis désolée. Ah non, j'ai fait de la... ouais. Oui, je me comprends, je me comprends. Là j'ai 6, là j'ai 5. Là j'ai 2. Il faut 8. Math. Tout ce que je déteste. Là j'ai 9. Faire ça. Je fais de la merde. Oui. Oui, j'ai fait de la merde. Et si, et si. C'est horrible. Ça va faire 9. Là on a 5. Ah mais ça retourne au même en fait. Ah bah c'est bon. Là j'ai 8. C'est bon. Yo Tamanda. T'es OP, t'es là? T'es OP? Ah c'est là, ok. Ouais. Qu'est-ce que ça me... Je fais juste bouillir de l'eau là. Je pense que c'était le pire bail. Je pense que c'était le pire bail de faire ça, c'est pas grave. OP de ouf, ok, let's go. On va quitter Rusty Lake. Hop. Let's go. On va couper la musique. Bim. Coupe la musique. Ah si. Attendez. Est-ce que j'affiche le chat? Non. Je crois que là je suis pas mal en vrai. Hop. On record. Mince. Comment ça, c'est pas géré ça? J'arrive. J'arrive. Vous en faites pas, ça va bien se passer. Ah mais je peux plus rien modifier. Bon. Je recorde pas. Ce sera sur YouTube quand même, mais ce sera la totalité du stream. Désolé, bonjour YouTube. Hop. Et on continue. Notre aventure. La fin peut-être. Alors, comment ça se joue déjà? Pourquoi est-ce qu'on voit rien dans le miroir? C'est très... Ça me fait... Ouais, je suis mal à l'aise de voir ce miroir noir, sombre, laissé. Donc on était dans notre chambre. Allez répondre à la porte. Ah oui.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope,
Hop.
all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests.
Ouais, mais les autres miroirs
Very
fonctionnent
jolly.
bien.
Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How
Exactement.
are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I
Fort,
heard
non?
that William
C'est
spoke
fort.
to you.
C'est fort. Peut-être pas autant, faut pas déconner. Là.
Last about our nature and our family.
Là, c'est
It's
bien.
a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Any question? Sure. Depuis quand existe-t-on? Y a-t-il un chef de famille? Nous sommes combien? Ouais, nous sommes
How
combien?
many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
Je crois qu'on l'avait déjà demandé même. Existe-t-il d'autres
Well,
familles?
tell me then. Are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
Il y a 7 familles. Un symbole aimé par les narcissiques et les cinéastes. Donc aimé par un type de personne. Waouh.
I see. There is still much
That's a
to
lot of
learn.
damage.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
Est-ce que la démocratie c'est bien ou pas quoi? L'éternel débat. On va dire qu'il a raison. Je préfère avoir Mortimer comme ami que lui.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his
Let's go.
particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. We are eternal, Louis. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Ça ressemble à du despotisme.
Yes, I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
Well, it's all a question of your point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to letting him race to his own demise.
But what about man's freedom to choose?
That is man's worst enemy, Louis. Imagine a creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in danger. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was,
Salut Jérémy.
everything would be fine.
Comment ça va?
But several other families,
Un bail?
younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe.
Ça va.
Some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain
J'attends qu'il
ground.
termine.
Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Ouais, comment ça va le taf et tout là? Moi j'ai pas ma formation. J'ai trop le seum. Et puis voilà quoi. Ça fait un bail. On a même pas rejoué à Rocket League et tout là. Tu dois être débordé mon pauvre. Non, bah en fait si, il m'avait prise. En fait, elle était mince. Elle était financée par le CPF et du jour au lendemain le CPF a dit bah c'est bon, on la finance plus en fait. Voilà. Donc je suis pas financée donc j'ai pas les thunes pour le faire donc chais. Voilà. Elle est pas financée, genre plus du tout financée partout en France. Le CPF a stoppé les financements de cette formation, c'est trop bizarre. Enfin bref. Life. Bah oui, je sais. Mais non, sérieux? Putain, sérieux, mec? Ok. Dans... Merde. Dans la réparation et le truc de PC ou pas? Ok. Putain, c'est chaud. Et Marine, ça va? Elle a retrouvé un truc ou pas? Oh, de fou. De fou, mec. Bah déjà, ouais, les énergies de base, elles sont de plus en plus chères, mais en plus l'essence, quoi, là, c'est tout méchant. Je sais même plus si tu m'avais dit où est-ce que c'était ton truc. Je sais plus si c'est loin ou pas de chez toi. Je me souviens plus. Ok, putain. Bah écoute, tant mieux si ça va mieux en vrai. Hein. Dac. Bah à ce qui paraît, elle baisse lundi là, l'essence. Elle baisse pas comme c'était avant, mais elle baisse un peu. Ok, 25 minutes. Putain, c'est chaud. 25 minutes, c'est chaud. Ouais. Ah merde. Putain, pas de chance. Ok. Ok. Je connais pas le délire, je connais pas cette technologie. J'en ai entendu parler plein de fois, mais je sais pas ce que c'est. Ok. Bah écoute, ouais, c'est un investissement, mais vous paierez moins cher sur le long terme, quoi. Bah écoute, let's go. Hein. Let's go. Et bah écoute, merci beaucoup de passer, c'est très gentil. Avec le peu de temps que tu dois avoir et tout, Merci. Ouais, ok, 80... Ah ouais, 82 centimes le litre, vache. Là, chez moi, un jour, j'étais rentrée de chez ma sœur. Quand j'étais partie, c'était à 1,94. Et quand je suis revenue et que le lendemain, j'ai voulu mettre de l'essence, c'était à 2,15. J'ai fait, mais what the fuck? Et là, j'ai plus bougé depuis. Enfin, bon, c'est la merde en ce moment, j'avoue.
Are you suggesting he might be in
Ouais, de
danger?
fou.
Well, Louis, our
C'est
father's
ouf.
patience is not limitless. If William ever
Merci,
does
Poutine.
go too far, then yes, he will be in danger. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in...
Oui, c'est vrai que c'est notre oncle, au
Go
secours.
now.
Au secours, j'avais oublié ce détail. Ça m'a mis une claque là. Rejoignez Mortimer dans son bureau. C'est parti. Je pense que là, il y aura beaucoup de textes. Beaucoup moins d'enquêtes, beaucoup moins de... Il y aura un choix, je pense, à la fin. Il y aura un truc assez stylé. Mais il y aura beaucoup de blablatage. Pas que ça fait des mois que ça augmente. Faut pas mettre ça sur le dos de la Russie. J'ai pas dit de la Russie. Je mets ça sur le dos de Poutine. C'est différent.
Awaits my...
Il m'a dit
I
quoi?
haven't the time.
D'accord. Il a pas le temps. Et gros...
His Holiness awaits my report. I haven't the time, Louis.
Bah, si j'ai bien compris, c'est les Américains qui ont dit à Poutine de pas utiliser le dollar pour vendre les barils. Donc, c'est parce que Poutine a fait de la merde avant. C'est pas total, vraiment. Il me semble, non. Vous me dites si j'ai tort, hein, parce que les infos, des fois, déjà que je regarde pas beaucoup, ça peut être erroné, quoi. Oh, il y a Washi.
Louis, busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
Je n'ai pas le temps.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some
Weshi.
juicy gossip.
Ouais, je peux lui dire ça.
Well, Mr. Godoy heard that we are expecting a last-minute guest.
Pardon?
Yes, a certain Al-Azif.
Strange. Doesn't ring a bell.
Well, I might as well not hang out here any longer.
Mais ça, on s'en doutait, les gens, il y a eu une crise de malade.
He must have misunderstood. The conference has started.
Ça, on le
Godoy is a
savait.
little too used to court intrigue, if you ask me.
I agree with you. Well, nevertheless, I hope I have distracted you a little.
Yes, thank you, Louis. I don't need
Ah,
much.
on a diverti
don't
Washi.
hesitate if you ever do have any news.
I won't, Mr. President.
Mr. President. Que ça dépasse 2 euros, c'est clairement ce qui se passe avec la Russie. Qui commence seulement, mec. Ça fait longtemps que je trouve que c'est pas bouffant.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You have made the right choice. You must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well,
Rip maman.
I guess I'll never know now.
True.
En
Even
effet.
so, there is one more thing I haven't told you about her. Sarah was my daughter.
What? But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too
Attends,
many
quoi?
truths to absorb.
J'étais en train de lire le chat.
I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say.
Attends, quoi? Ma mère, c'était ma sœur? C'était ça le délire là? J'ai pas. Je suis désolée. Bonne soirée, Jérémy. Merci d'être passé, c'est gentil. J'ai pas lu. J'étais en train de lire le chat. Non. Je peux pas quitter et revenir. Par contre, vous pouvez clipper, regarder ce qui se passe dans le clip sans le poster, rien. Juste regarder et vous me dites. Ce serait incroyable. Bouleversée. Je suis bouleversée là. Soulagée. Comment tu peux être soulagée? La sœur que ta mère c'était ta sœur. J'ai cru entendre dire que la mère c'était sa fille. À lui. Si je suis son fils aussi, c'est chaud là. Je suis bouleversée hein. Je suis bouleversée. Hein.
Confused about everything? I have to admit, it's been a lot to take in such a short amount of time.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time.
Vraiment d'un
Now
coup,
on,
très vite.
you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
Il me parlait de votre père, il me parlait de vous. Il s'inquiète pour vous. Je reste avec lui en vrai, je suis pote avec lui, non? C'est mon père.
According to him, the family is a prickly subject for you.
He exaggerates. I don't have problems with all our family, far from it. I admit
Not
I find it
everyone.
difficult to follow the path set out before me sometimes. I don't share their vision, and they don't understand me.
They find you unstable.
I don't impose
Okay.
anything on anyone.
Donc c'était ma sœur.
Following my own path.
But where does it lead?
Trop bien.
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great
Merci beaucoup pour la confirmation.
But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a
suis
sudden
bouleversée.
wrath.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past.
Oui, c'est
Each
vrai, c'est vrai.
time it's
Heureusement.
happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently.
Mais mon personnage l'a aimé comme une mère.
By allowing
C'est quand même
them a
vachement
free choice,
bizarre.
Louis.
You really are trying to liberate men.
Of course not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose
Look.
is a dangerous man.
Listen to that.
As if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
J'ai envie de dire ça, mais
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Talking
Allez.
about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce.
And what would you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment, they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them
ils
out
essaient de
of
faire
the
passer
house.
toutes
Make
les
them work. In this way,
tous les
not
grands
only
moments de
will they
l'histoire et les
become
plus importants moments de l'histoire
but they will
sur le dos
also
des démons
delegate
qui ont voulu faire les trucs bien, quoi.
of the system. We could guide humanity from
C'est
the
assez
young
intelligent,
age,
je trouve,
but
comme
you see,
création
today we
d'histoire.
are wasting too much time.
C'est pas mal, je trouve.
What obscurantism! By
Il se base sur des
harping on
trucs
this
réels, quoi.
concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves.
Le perso, il fait tout le temps ça, là.
Control their lives, as they really are, without any moral judgment.
Alors moi, ça me fait des étoiles quand vous faites ça, c'est normal.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from
Waldo.
burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the cultural revolution that printing brought about. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every
Right.
project. So, above all, Don't develop a one-track approach, otherwise man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise.
But do you want
Merci.
to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So,
Je sais pas.
that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are. I see your point.
Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis.
Changer
It's
de corps.
about taking control of a person.
Let's go.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient
Oui.
to master what's in store for you. That
Oui,
is
oui, oui.
good.
Je
I
veux faire
thought
ça.
I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaget to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
Truqué.
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to
Ok.
begin, Louis. Up till now,
Ok, je veux, je veux, je veux.
From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes, you're going to
Mais oui, il est dans son
enter his
esprit.
mind and take
Trop de
control.
balles.
You're going to influence his actions and make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I
Quand c'est
fail?
pas naturel, c'est
Trust
pas simple à faire.
in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light
Surtout qu'on parle du
battles.
cardinal pervers, quoi.
That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter
Rejoins-le dans sa
to the
chambre.
Pope, as if Piaget had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaget's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once
Let's
it's written
go.
up, just bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Ok. Waldo. Waldo. Pour ceux qui savent pas, Waldo, c'est l'oiseau qui arrête pas de gueuler là depuis tout à l'heure. Là. Il condamne l'église catholique pour les affaires de pédophilie ou... Not yet. Seems to be not yet. Je sais plus où est-ce qu'elle est sa chambre. Il condamne peut-être pas, mais il joue de ça par contre. Hein. Jacques Perru, RIP. Bonaparte, pas encore RIP. Peut-être un jour. Pas le choix, pas le choix. C'est Emily, merde.
Emily, can I come in?
No,
Allez.
it's not a good time. Not right now. Leave me alone.
Te suicide pas, please.
I can tell from your voice that there's something wrong. Let me in. We have to talk, Emily.
I said no,
Ripru.
goddamn you.
J'entre pas. Je vous fais voter ou pas? Petit sondage ou pas? Je rappelle que la dernière fois, elle a tué notre mère et elle a voulu qu'on la tue après. Genre, j'ai plus envie de vivre. Voilà. Entrer, ne pas entrer. This is the police! FBI, open the door! Vas-y, je sonde. Donc voilà, je précise, hein, la dernière fois, elle voulait en finir avec la vie quand même. Hein. Faut boire. Ok, pendant que le sondage se termine, je vais chercher de l'eau. Je reviens, j'arrive. Ok, heureux. Hop. Alors, tea time. Pardon. Oui, bah, tea time quoi. Au moins de l'eau quoi. Soup time. Madame. Pensez à faire des pauses pour les yeux. On regarde autre part que l'écran pendant 30 secondes. Écoutez, allez-y. On doit rentrer. Nous rentrerons. Voilà, résultat. Hop. Supprime le sondage. Nous allons rentrer. Tea time. Bon, ouais, c'est mon assiette. Je suis pas débarrassée. Eh ben, enlève tes yeux des scans de ton téléphone. C'est parti. Si ça l'a fait mourir, je désinstalle le jeu.
You've been drinking. Why aren't I surprised? Do you think you'll
Calme-toi,
find a
mec.
solution in alcohol?
Get out of here, Louis. I told you not to come in.
First your sister, now my mother?
Mec,
How far will your anger go?
sois diplomate.
Do you really think I'm not suffering? You know nothing. You
J'avoue.
understand nothing.
Le vin,
On
quoi.
the contrary, everything that goes on in here is much
Diplomate.
bigger than you and me. You made your choices and now you're going to have to take responsibility for them. Look, I must tell you something important. Emily, listen to me.
I'm fed up with talking.
It's about what's happening here. It's about Mortimer and home.
I know they are demons.
That's not all.
Go on.
I am too.
I'm one of them, Emily. I'm a demon too.
I know.
What the hell?
Sir Gregory stopped by to tell me. He wanted to bid me a welcome.
I don't understand.
Welcome to the family.
You? You're his daughter?
Mortimer's daughter, Louis.
That makes you my sister?
Yes. Just the thought of the night when I suggested that we... I feel so ashamed, Louis. And that means Emma is your sister too.
Shit. I spent the night with my own sister?
I was attracted to you from the moment we first spoke on the boat. Now I
Alors.
understand why. Do you realize what that means? I'm a monster.
Au secours. Putain, on a couché avec notre sœur, merde. Moi aussi, je suis attirée. On peut vraiment répondre ça? Ok. J'hésite, je veux savoir jusqu'où l'histoire peut aller, tu vois. Ouais, il y a trop de sœurs, j'avoue. Et putain, on a couché avec notre soeur, on aurait pu coucher avec les deux. Vous vous rendez compte ou pas? Allez, putain. Allez, allez,
I
vas-y.
am one as well. When I think of my feelings for you, oh, that feeling, it hurts all of a sudden.
What the fuck?
She's there.
Elle
I
essaye.
feel her inside me. She's trying to read my thoughts. Emily, don't do that. Get out of my mind, please. Let me remind you that it's forbidden between demons.
Sorry, Louis. I didn't
I'm
want
drunk.
to.
I have a sister.
It's
T'en as deux,
very
mec. T'en as
strange
trois,
for me
même.
too. A sister for a brother.
Yes.
Yes.
C'est clair. Pire que
I
Star Wars.
must get some rest. I must ask you to leave me now.
All right, but
On a perdu
don't
2 sœurs aujourd'hui.
finish that
Enfin,
bottle.
Don't start now.
en vrai, je crois qu'il y a qu'une
I
journée
would
qui s'est
like
passée, genre.
to get some sleep.
I'll be leaving.
Habille-toi, meuf, s'il te plaît.
Thank you, Emily.
Habille-toi, meuf, s'il te plaît, for God's sake. Au secours. Bourre-toi la gueule, mais habille-toi, quoi. Donc ça, je crois qu'on avait déjà tout fouillé, de toute façon. C'est bon, tu t'es habillée? Elle s'en bat les reins, très bien. Elle est même pas sous la couette, genre vraiment... tout drunk. Oui, tout drunk. Donc là, on va voir Piaggi. On va essayer de faire ce que Mortimer nous a dit de faire.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy. Bah ouais, les fesses là-haut, on est sur Twitch, merde. Louis de Richer, c'est ma chambre. Le vin. C'est pas la raison à tout, hein. Ok. Piaggi, là.
Ah, well, Louis. what
T'as
brings you-
t'as le temps, là?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first. It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate. I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence.
Attends, lui aussi, c'est notre frère, c'est bon. Parle-lui de la Sainte-Lance. Parle-lui du colloque. Interrogatoire, je crois qu'il aime pas trop interrogatoire. Politique, je sais pas trop. Occultisme, par contre, je pense qu'il va être chaud, donc on va
Your
lui faire parler
Eminence,
du colloque.
I'd like
Direct.
to speak to you about the conference.
Sorry, my son, but I would rather not speak about it.
Damn it. Change subjects for me. Quick.
La
I wanted
Sainte-Lance.
to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Land.
Let's go.
Oh, and did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some people. You are searching for another holy grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts. Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask? I don't follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence. I can feel it coming. It's working.
What insolence!
Faut que je cache l'écran,
I
là,
am a
ou...
man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambitions.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
C'est Peggy 18, là, non?
I've done it.
Ok.
Damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it. Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer
Le mec, il
has.
kiffe. What the fuck?
Right. Well, it's time I got started. Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
Lire les lettres sur le bureau. Lire la première. Mon cher Giuseppe, mon état de santé ne me permettant pas d'honorer l'invitation de Sir Holm chez Lord Mortimer, je vous prie de bien vouloir vous rendre afin d'assiéger en mon nom à un colloque. Vous manifesterez bien entendu ma reconnaissance à vos hôtes. Consolidez nos accords avec Sir Gregory et informe-le que son entreprise concernant l'évêque cardinal Chiaramonti suit son cours. Désolé, hein. Je vous renouvelle toute ma confiance. Dieu vous bénisse et vous protège. Giovanni Angelico Braschi. N'utilisez plus votre tampon personnel quand vous m'écrivez. Changez de tampon pour celui figurant ma devise. 31-12-1792 GJGHFJ. GJGHFJ. Mon cher Giuseppe, je vous sais en route pour la résidence de Lord Mortimer. J'espère que vous ferez un bon voyage, bien que vous soyez amené à traverser les campagnes françaises actuellement très agitées. Cette mission est capitale, mon ami, sachez-le. Dieu vous bénisse et vous protège. EHHBCF. H. GJGHFJ. Trop bizarre. Ok. Question stupide. Si c'est lui dans le corps de l'autre, quand il essaie d'écrire, c'est son écriture ou celle de l'autre? Question intéressante. Je ne connais pas la réponse. On va voir ça, je pense. Mais je pense même pas que la...
Right. Well, let's start writing.
Il se pose même pas la question, donc je pense que c'est l'écriture du cardinal.
Announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
Merci. Discréditer Mortimer, hein, parce qu'il a l'air d'être pour Holm.
As we inform Sir Gregory, it is of absolute necessity that Lord Mortimer's projects do not come to fruition.
Ah mais non, mais je suis grave.
Of the Holy See.
Je me suis pris au jeu. J'ai suivi ce que me disait le cardinal. Je suis grave de... Ah là là, je suis trop bête. Ah, je suis trop bête.
Giustizia, misericordia et humiltà. Boy, I gotta brush up my foreign languages. Piaggi once gave me a sealed letter. It had the same seal on it. I remember now.
Donc ça, c'est le sceau de Piaggi. Ah mais j'ai trop abusé. Bah on va prendre celui-là. Hein. Quoique non. On pourrait se tromper de tampon. Pour que justement il discrédite pas Mortimer et qu'il pense que ça a été trafiqué. Ah, j'ai fait n'importe quoi. Est-ce qu'on peut pas recommencer? Allez, on utilise celui-là. J'assume jusqu'au bout. J'espère que voilà. Écrire le code. Ouais, ça c'est ce que j'ai cru comprendre aussi. Oula. C'est pas de la peau ça, monsieur, c'est du cuir.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Alors. Ici, HC1 et là, HC9. Du coup, à la lettre d'après, ça prend un +1. Le F. Ou en moins 1, non, +1. Là, le F, c'est 3. Et là, c'est 2. Le G. Ah non, c'est 7 le H. My bad. My bad, my bad. Là, le G, c'est 1. Là, c'est H. G, H. De ses enfants secrets, c'est ça. En fait, c'est Noël, en fait. C'est juste Noël. Alors, réfléchissons. Si le E... G, H. 1, 2, Ça prend plus 100. J. Y a pas un K, non. F, c'est le 9. Non. J, c'est le 2. F, G. Là, c'était... Le E, c'était 0, donc je pense pas que ce soit de nouveau le E. Et le C, il sort de nulle part. Le B, il sort de nulle part. Se passer du code. On va éviter. Le J, là, c'était le 2. Ici, le H, c'était le 9. C'est devenu le 1. Non, le H, c'était le 7. C'est devenu le 1. Le E, c'est le 0. Comment on sait ce que ça devient? Je comprends pas. Hmm. Pas simple, hein. Pas simple. Non, mais par contre, sa main, elle est horrible, hein. C'est du cuir. Le 24. « 1793. Mais oui, c'est les 2 années sont complètement différentes. Enfin, vite fait quoi. 92, il a pris FJ. Pourquoi il a pris FJ pour 92? Ah, attendez, je me gourre peut-être. Non. GJ. GH. FJ. Le mec s'est tatoué le code quoi. Faut le faire quand même. Et CF. Attendez, je suis peut-être stupide en fait. Le C. Alors, si tu le sais, tu dis pas. Hein. GJ. G. EH. Attends. GJ. GH. FJ. EH. HB. TF. C'est chaud de fou. Ils n'étaient pas assez clever. Hein. Dans leur code, je sais même pas s'il y a le jour. Je dirais que c'est vraiment le mois et l'année. C'est si dur. On va faire ça.
In the letters from the Pope, there were 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle.
Les cercles concentriques et les nombres qui figurent au milieu. Putain, vas-y, remets ta main là. Wesh. Wesh. Moi, j'ai pas le choix que de faire ça.
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code.
Mais...
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Alors, 31. Attendez. Sept. 1, 2. Attends, quoi? Non, je fais du caca. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, c'est ça, ok. Donc 17. E, c'est le 0. 1. 1 de nouveau. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 et 3. Ok, donc 24, 0, 1. Donc A.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
AF.
Today the date is
Oh non, il va pas le dire à chaque fois, je pense. Vraiment?
24/01/1793.
Il va le dire à chaque fois, là. Donc 24, 0, 1. De nouveau F, comme là, là. HH.
Today the
Il le dit à
date
chaque
is
fois. J'ai envie de canner.
24/01/1793.
AFF. 7, donc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, C.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Oui, C, 7, 8, 9, c'est le H.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Oui. Et le 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1. 0, 7, 9, 3. C'est ça, hein? Là, je dirais le G, du coup.
Today is the
Ouais, c'est clair.
24/01/1793.
L'info des cercles, ouais. J'avoue. Allez, vas-y, on vérifie même pas, là. C'est bon. Lettre falsifiée.
Your Eminence, all ready to send.
What's he doing here?
Damn it.
Oupsie.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
Louis a fait un malaise. On va faire ça pour voir.
Goat is going to drop us.
Le vieux bouc va nous lâcher, le traître.
You'd better not tell me he just fell asleep.
On va prétendre qu'il l'a exorcisé. Ouais, non, c'est un occultiste, donc non. On va dire que je lui donne un calmant.
Calm down now. Monsieur de Richer came to see me because he was having anxiety attacks and wanted something to help him relax. I'm afraid I've been a little heavy-handed.
You can say that again.
Ok.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is, and there he stays.
Ok, calme-toi, mec.
The perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him.
Ok.
No, listen, my son. This is all getting out of hand.
Hogwash! I don't trust him in the slightest.
Why not?
Can you keep a secret?
Bien
Of
sûr.
course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Ah, don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is Mortimer's
Ouais, tout se
son.
sait, quoi.
Would you believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am
Oh, is that
flabbergasted.
possible?
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're
Est-ce que je peux perdre mon
defending
corps?
him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
Faut que je fasse ça.
Slimebag. He works for Mortimer. Good thing I already tried to warn Gregory.
Vous allez trop loin. Mais non. Conviction. Ah, c'est chaud là. Je pense qu'il a beaucoup de convictions,
I'm
Cardinal.
certain that Sir Gregory would be opposed.
You know nothing. I know Sir Gregory better
That's
than...
against the rules of the conference, Monsieur von Volna. I refuse to go against Sir Gregory.
Right.
Monsieur von Volna,
Let's
I
go.
always act in the best interest of all. I assure you,
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
you must have lost your mind to want to take such an extreme course of action.
No one's asking you to help me do it.
Quelle balance. Ah, je peux faire ça par contre. Est-ce que j'ai un truc? Ah, j'en ai pas. Ok, bon bah... Politique. Je crois que c'est un bon en politique. C'était quoi déjà les points positifs qu'il avait à être dans le colloque, lui? Je le dirai à Mortimer d'abord. On va mettre... Aïe, 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 aïe. Bon, on va dire à Holm.
Finger on him, I'll denounce you to Sir Gregory. I'm warning you.
You old weasel.
Ok, ça va.
Very well, Piaggi, you win.
I refuse
You
to let you
win.
do the first thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body.
Il a les yeux ouverts en plus. Quel enfer.
Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
Bon, j'ai fait du caca avec la lettre, quoi. J'espère vraiment que ça va pas m'exploser au visage, quoi. Mais bon. Le jeu est ce qu'il est, hein. On va soigner les altérations négatives. Ah, c'est pas là, c'est de l'autre côté. J'en peux plus de cette maison. C'est trop grand. J'ai envie de canner. Ah, ça je prends. C'est à l'opposé, vas-y. Ah non, c'est juste là. Let's go. Ça, c'était pas si terrible en fait. Ah non, mais c'est pas, il est pas dans son bureau, il est dans le salon. Merde. Merde. La salle à manger. Tu vois plus le chat? Ou tu vois plus le chat? Si tu vois plus le chat, faut faire F5 je pense. Ou sinon, t'appuies sur un truc si t'es sur téléphone ou PC. T'as un petit truc pour ouvrir la fenêtre de chat. Les deux. Bah le chat non plus, il est pas là. Elle fait dodo dans le salon, je pense. Dans son dodo du salon. Je pense que c'est là la salle à manger. Aïe. Oh, c'est pas là. Ok, ok. Coup dur. Putain de manoir à la con. Trop grand ce manoir là. Au secours. Ça fait beaucoup de livres, hein. En vrai. Quand on cherche un, tu fais comment? Tu le cherches pendant une semaine, genre? Ah, c'est là. Il va sauter lui aussi? Non, c'est bon. Comment est-ce que je lui dis que j'ai mis press? Ok. Il y a un script.
So, Louis, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
My first time.
I have to admit, the experience was utterly amazing.
Come,
T'inquiète.
tell me more.
Aucune
Everything went
difficulté.
as planned. I didn't encounter any particular difficulties.
Well done, you. On my first try, well, it took me 3 goes. But you
Ah, le
did
nul.
it.
Ah, le noob. Oula, oula.
Gregory, what can I
Oula.
do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him too.
Nothing I want
T'as
more.
papin.
Your schemes will lead to your demise.
T'as loupé que notre mère est en fait notre sœur. Et que Emily, est-ce que tu te souviens d'Emily? C'est celle qui est brune avec une robe, genre c'est la fille la plus bonne du jeu, quoi. C'est aussi notre sœur. Et du coup, elle avait une sœur, elle s'appelait Emma. Et qu'on a couché avec Emma. Mais Emma aussi, c'est notre sœur, du coup, parce qu'elles étaient sœurs jumelles. Mais du coup, on a couché avec notre sœur. Sinon, t'as pas loupé grand-chose. Ouais. Tout le monde est ma sœur, ouais. Exactement.
Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
What place is that?
At the end of a leash, like all the others.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us.
Napoléon est ta
Same
sœur,
way he
exactement.
governs humanity.
through fear and submission.
T'as pas raté grand-chose, mis à part une énigme, d'un coup.
When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes, for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated. And he's too old.
Caduc.
He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
How
Ne
dare
pas relever.
You are blind, brother. Even if
Caduc.
the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Tea
Oula.
is drunk hot or not at all, William? When will you learn?
C'est vrai. Un thé froid, c'est pas bon, je suis d'accord. Et il boit son thé. Oh là là. Quelle ville
It's
crapule.
too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
Mon bébou.
Whatever the consequences,
do you mean?
Coucou.
let's say it hardly leaves any room for free will. That doesn't.
It's the adult's responsibility to provide education for their children, Louis. Our family only ensures, through its experience, that demons do not lose themselves in rash decision-making.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his
Mais
time
oui,
is over.
y a peur.
And now you must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis.
That's
That's
enough.
the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all against William's project.
On the contrary,
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other choice than to intervene by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
there you are, Louis. See what happens?
Coucou.
Don't follow their orders to the letter.
Bébou.
I'm afraid
Oui.
the time to decide.
Sur le prêtre. Sur le cardinal. Le cardinal Piaggi.
If you follow William, he will drag you down with him. If, on the other hand, you
Ça va, mon
support
chat?
me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose.
Eh,
And
bébou.
shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, you better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and
Mais
take
oui.
my place on the chessboard? Do I
Oui.
stay out of it and do my
Non.
utmost to stop them? Or
Non.
do I renounce
Oui,
my
le prêtre, ouais.
and do all I can to stay human?
Bah en fait, il fallait qu'on rédige une lettre à sa place. Et ensuite, on a lu dans l'esprit de Volner, qui voulait tuer... en fait, en gros, quand on va dans l'esprit du cardinal, notre corps à nous, tu sais, il est en... Bah, il s'est évanoui, tu vois. Et du coup, Volner est arrivé dans la pièce et il s'est rendu compte que Louis, notre personnage, était évanoui. Et il a dit au prêtre de le tuer, quoi. Tu vois. Voilà, donc c'est un bâtard. En fait, on devait envoyer une lettre pour choisir notre camp, en gros. Et dans notre sens à nous, Mortimer nous a demandé d'envoyer une lettre pour lui, en fait. Pour aller dans son sens à lui. Sauf que je me suis trompée. Dame évanouie, exactement. Je suis un demon.
Useless trying to resist my true nature. I'm a demon. May as well accept it. The sooner the better. Even if I continue to live as a human, all my friends and acquaintances will inevitably end up dying. And I'll be left on my own. Forever. I am a demon and I have to behave like one. The sooner, the better.
So, what do you choose, Louis?
Bien sûr, c'est notre père.
Follow my father, Sir Gregory.
Au pire, on tombera.
Very well.
Écoutez,
But don't say I didn't warn you.
Please, don't take offense, but I just can't turn
Juste
my back on it.
It's time
M'en
we
fous.
finished what we
Je suis qu'un
started,
pion.
brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Come, follow me. It's
Eh ben,
time for
Mignoni.
us to get ready.
Exactement. Mais c'est pas grave si on est un pion et fier de l'être. C'est pas grave d'être un pion, les gens. Oula. Je croyais que j'étais un rat pendant 2 secondes. POV du rat, quoi.
Do you really think we have a chance of winning?
A chance? You don't know me very well.
Exactement.
We are going to win.
But it only takes one person to vote against us, and we'll have lost.
That's true. That's why none of them will. Why? Because I have an asset that they do not.
Which is...
You. My friends,
You.
prepare yourselves. The conference is about to resume. The time has come to lay down all our cards.
Ok. Est-ce qu'il y avait des alternatives? Donc, choisir Holm. Est-ce qu'il y en avait d'autres? Ok. Et il n'y avait qu'un seul chemin possible, on a tout fait. My asset is your ass. On va dire ça. Exactement. Et stop, Mignoni, là. Bim. Ça dit quoi maintenant? Le vote final. On peut le faire. On peut le terminer ce soir. J'y crois. Oh nom 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 nom. Bébouille nom nom.
Now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you
Ah oui,
will
c'est
be
vrai.
able to
C'est le truc
read
creepy au
their
début, là.
current thoughts.
You take care of getting the lands. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
She has to pay for all the harm she's
Attendez.
done to me.
Meanwhile,
Attendez. Notre mère et notre sœur. Donc notre mère est un demon. Pourquoi est-ce qu'elle voulait tuer les demons? Pourquoi est-ce qu'elle a compris qu'ils étaient des demons? Meanwhile, je comprends pas trop là. Elle le savait peut-être pas qu'elle était demon.
let us remain
Étrange.
on our guard against any last-minute surprise. I know my brother well. Never prepares
Comment elle a
for
tourné sa
war
tête.
if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
If
So
I'm
close to the
asking
goal.
you these things, it's for your own good, you know.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Every...
La couverture de Holm, la mère? Ah, de Mortimer? Du coup, elle était pas au courant, c'est ça que t'es en train de dire? Qu'elle était pas au courant que c'était une demon? Est-ce qu'elle était au courant que c'était son propre père? J'ai un doute, hein.
On edge right now.
Ok.
Don't make me your competition de Richer. You are no match.
C'est quoi ton problème? C'est quoi ce vote? Là, y a rien. Là, c'est juste l'intro du dernier truc. Le vote final, du coup, c'est...
It's all already in there.
tu sais, la base, le colloque, c'est la Louisiane. Le rattachement de la Louisiane... enfin, le fait de céder la Louisiane aux États-Unis. Donc là, c'est ça le vote. Je crois. Hein. Eh mais non! Elle va me gnoni. Tu vas me gnoni. Dis donc. Dis donc.
Dear friends, I'd like to thank you for your continued trust and confidence. I admit that during these past few days, there has been much upheaval. I understand you have all been affected by this. Nevertheless, the world doesn't stop turning, and we are in fact on the verge of reshaping the modern world.
That is what we are all here for, my lord.
Thank you for your enthusiasm, Monsieur Bonaparte. Now you all know what we have to do. I cannot warn you strongly enough. If one of Sir Gregory's guests asks to speak with you, remain on your guard. It is highly likely that he will try to rally as many supporters to his cause as he can.
Don't worry, William. We are all here to support your project through to its conclusion.
Thank you, George. Now, please, go and get some rest before the conference begins, which won't be long now. Louis, stay with me a moment, won't you? I'll be needing your services in a certain matter.
Yes, of course. What's the matter?
Louis,
Ok.
you are the only one here who I totally trust.
Bien
It's
sûr.
very likely that Gregory will take possession of some of the members of our team. I shall keep them in check over the next few hours. However, I'll need you to... how can I say this? To persuade the members of Gregory's group.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You'll have free reign, my son. Persuade all of them. Use every possible means imaginable. But no physical violence. Let's be very, very clear about that.
Merci de préciser ça.
Bring them all over to our side. One, you can do this. I know it.
Very well, Father.
Now
J'avoue.
go.
Avec sa main
Back
qui
and see
pue.
me once you've finished.
I'll be off then.
Alors, on n'a toujours pas les bouquins. Tant pis. No need. Ok, on a 4 conversations à faire et on n'a qu'une seule, une seule lecture de pensée. Ça va être compliqué. On peut pas le faire à Emily de toute façon. Donc elle, la convaincre, ça va vraiment être du pur blablatage.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Donc lui, il est avec nous.
Duchess Emily
Allez,
Hastings.
on commence par elle. Super. Notre sœur.
Emily? Emily, it's me.
Come in, Louis.
I just saw that. What's that servant doing in your room?
A gift from father.
You're
Oula.
joking, right?
Unfortunately not. He's worried about my health.
Oh, typical. Of course, I understand this is
Ce genre
no way
de
an
cadeau, ok.
overreaction on his part. Anyway, I've come to see if you're better.
That's very nice of you. Thank you. I'd appreciate it if we kept our last discussion to ourselves, Louis. I'm not very proud of the state I was in.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
And did you manage to speak to Mortimer?
One moment. I'd rather continue our discussion away from any curious eyes. Follow me next door, please.
Bah alors.
You wanted to know if we spoke? Well, let's just say he didn't stick around long, but yes, I can
Dis donc.
definitely say we spoke.
Non. Dis donc.
Do you want to talk about it?
He urged me to change
Stop.
sides and join him.
Huh. That's not what I was expecting.
Yes, you can't say father allowed himself to get sentimental.
And, well, how are you?
Père, c'est
Did
vrai,
you
faut que je
take
m'y
it all
fasse.
right?
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like I've lost all my bearings.
And what about me then?
Do you trust him?
Mais la question que je me pose, c'est qui est ma mère? Est-ce qu'on va la voir pop à un moment donné, genre?
Yes, I do. I'll follow him because, well, I think he can teach us a thing or two.
I understand.
What about you? What do you think of him?
Honestly, I no longer know who to believe. The only one I really
Bébou.
trust is you.
Non.
So I shall follow
Non.
you this time.
So,
Ça marche pas comme
I
ça,
can
chaton.
count on you for the conference vote then, right?
You can. I shall
Okay.
support Mortimer's project.
Perfect.
Trop bien.
Anyway, I won't keep you
Mortimer.
any longer. See you later for the vote.
Badams.
Yes. See
Bien
you
joué.
later.
Bien joué, bien joué. Pourquoi il a un masque noir, lui, du coup? Étrange. Hein. Étrange. Alors. Bon, elle, c'est dans la poche.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Allez, lui. 1 sur 4, exactement. Non,
Duke
mais t'as
Manuel.
fini.
Richet, I'm surprised you dare speak to me.
Calm
Elle est trop
down,
chiante.
I hope Sir Gregory will make you sorry for
Baby.
betraying him.
In politics, one must know how to play the ball on the bounce.
C'est pas un
This
jouet
might
que
be
tu peux
hard for you to
balancer, non?
believe, but things have changed.
What are you implying?
Oh. Ça, c'est pas mal. Flatte-le, non?
It turns out that England is going to follow Mortimer.
Are you joking?
The Duchess has no interest in persuading the Queen to follow France.
No, Emily has no interest in following France. On
Ça
the
commence
other
bien.
hand, she will have an interest in following her father.
What? The Duchess is Mortimer's daughter?
Je pense pas que je l'ai eu.
Good Lord! He has taken us all for a ride. The worm
Ah,
has
peut-être en
been
fait.
the fruit since the very beginning. Do you have any more
Let's go.
information like this? I have a funny feeling you're hiding something from me. Why exactly did you choose to follow Lord Mortimer? Mortimer has a plan. I knew it.
Dis donc.
Must have persuaded the others, which means I'm the last one.
You're the only one left, my Lord Duke. They'll all have turned away. If you don't follow Mortimer, he'll never let you get away with it. Even if you vote against at the conference and you save Sir Gregory's skin, what will happen to you afterward?
Sir Gregory will protect me, as he has always done.
Without any allies, he will no longer be your
Baby.
protector. You will be his. You against all the countries of Europe.
No! I refuse to jeopardize my country.
Yet, that's precisely what you're doing. Home is about to bring you down with him. He does a good job at hiding it, but that is
Let's
exactly
go.
what is happening.
I do not want Spain to pay the price of an alliance made too hastily. Not because of me. Indeed, it would seem things have changed. Thank you for letting me know, Luis. May I call you Luis?
Of course you can, Manuel.
In fact, to be perfectly honest, I never really made up my mind.
Naturally.
Yes. Do you think Lord Mortimer will tell me a little more about this if I pop in to see him? What is more normal than wanting to get informed before you make a decision?
Yes.
Let's go.
Look at him, squirming on the end of a
Par
hook.
contre, Volneur, ça va être
Seems
chaud.
not to lose face.
Il voulait me tuer hein,
Of
pour
course.
gagner le
Be
colloque.
delighted.
Perfect. It's a deal. You can count on me at the conference, Louis.
Marvelous.
Ça va être chaud.
If you don't mind, I'll be leaving you now. I'll go straight to Mortimer to tell him the good news.
Yes, please do. Go ahead, Louis.
Faut que je fasse les trucs d'immunité après. Pour Volneur, je suis sûre que vaut mieux que je... Enfin, je sais pas.
Don Quixote.
Non, c'est pas
Talking
ça.
without thinking was like shooting
Est-ce qu'on était déjà allé dans sa chambre à lui? Sérieux, ça me dit rien du tout.
Think about that one.
Je crois pas, hein.
Brutus and his companions.
Charles IV of Spain. Devil's Thorn.
Je crois qu'on n'avait jamais été dans sa chambre à lui. Mieux vaut tard que jamais, faut croire.
A fragment of amber.
Ok. C'est bien, il en avait du stuff. C'est cool ça.
Prometheus,
Non, je m'en fiche.
punished for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to man.
Clé motif de l'air. Très bien. Tu veux pas aller faire dodo là? Le mignonner? Je sais plus où est-ce que j'étais partie. Je venais de là. Non, je sais plus. Ah!
Duchess Emily
Je venais de là.
Hillsborough.
Ok. Ça c'est nous.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Allez. Lui ça peut le faire en vrai. Faut vite que je mette le truc d'immunité. J'en ai pas mal. On va le faire maintenant. Hop.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment?
I
Again.
shouldn't really, Louis, as you can imagine.
Rest assured, I come just as a friend.
No matter how I look at it, between my
J'ai beau faire la part des choses.
conference, I can't hide
Pas
my
trop.
disappointment at you changing sides, Louis. With all due respect to Lord Mortimer, how could you follow him like this?
I understand your disappointment, Your Eminence, but I have good reason to.
It's got nothing to do with it, but
Je l'ai mis trop tôt.
you
Accouche.
you didn't come and see me in my room a few hours ago, did you?
Does he remember anything? Oh no. No, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. I've been
Pourquoi tu
speaking
dis
to
non?
Lord Mortimer in his study.
I must have dreamed it then. It seems so real.
Don't blame yourself, Your Eminence. We're all exhausted. I can assure you of that.
That's very kind of you, Louis. I don't know what's
Je l'ai mis
wrong
beaucoup trop
with
tôt,
me
j'ai le
at the
seum.
moment, but I feel rather fragile.
Poor man seems terrified. It'd be a good idea if I reassured him a little before trying to get him to change sides.
Oh, what did you want from me exactly?
Tell me, Your Eminence, have you ever been interested in neuromancy?
The interpretation of dreams, Louis? Well, I can't lend any credence to that sort of superstition. It's not serious, Louis.
Yet,
J'ai confondu
there was a
immunité.
time when it was said that manifestations
Je suis
were
fatiguée,
revealed
hein.
to the prophets through their dreams.
The God of Israel says, "Do not let the prophets and diviners among you deceive you. Do not listen to the ideas that come to you in dreams." Louis, it's been quite some time since we learned to be wary of this kind of interpretation.
All right, then. My mistake.
Don't take this the wrong way, Louis, but I would like to be on my own just now.
Oui,
As I already
j'ai loupé.
said, I shouldn't even have opened the door to you, and I'm exhausted.
Ouais, moi
I
aussi,
won't
mec.
change my vote for the conference. I'm sorry for you.
Yes.
Coup dur.
I'm sorry. Please excuse me. I didn't mean to bother you. I'll be on my way now. Damn it. I'll have to tell Mortimer that I didn't manage to convince Piaggi.
Ouais. Ok. Bon, bah, Volner, ça va être chaud. Ah, par contre, je peux voir 3 fois dans son esprit. Ça va être bien. Ça va être même très très bien.
President George Washington.
George Washington. Washington. Je vais éternuer. Ah, pardon.
Sir Johann von Brunner.
Allez. Merci.
Why is his study in such a mess? Looks like Volner's planning something.
Ok. Quelle messe. Attends, ça c'est le bordel pour toi? Ah ouais. Ah là peut-être.
What a mess. Looks like Volner was interrupted. Looks a lot like straw. And he's
On l'a pas
drawing
vu ça
something in
déjà?
a hurry on this sheet.
Waouh. Ça a duré vachement longtemps ton raid. Bah écoute GG. Installe-toi bien. Merci. Hammer time.
Straw on his desk. As if to protect something fragile. Yes.
Mais je crois qu'on l'a déjà vu la dernière fois
Pack
ça.
something away. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before. I've seen occult inscriptions like this before. They're not very common. As a matter of fact, I've only seen them once before, around the lock of Alizif.
Waouh. 3 heures de raid.
Golden
Allez.
elixir.
Golden Elixir. Bon, il est où Volner là? Il est pas là en fait?
A chemistry set.
Non.
That's not surprising coming from Von Wollner.
Stop. Ok. Il est où? Qu'est-ce qu'il fait là, hein? Comment ça il est pas dans sa chambre? Bon bah Fort Boyard again. Partir à la salle de sport. Très certainement. Très certainement faire des petites pompes, petits développés couchés là. Let's go. Une personne devant le cheveu, ok. Oh, il est où? Il n'y a pas de GPS. Faut faire le tour du manoir qui est déjà gigantesque à chaque fois qu'on doit chercher quelqu'un. Un livre. Livre de chasse. Très bien. Je peux pas passer. Bon. Et si on se barrait? On peut? On peut. On peut se barrer. Let's go. Oh, comment ça a étincelé dans mon œil là, j'ai... Pouf. Je l'ai vu direct. J'ai dû passer 20 000 fois devant, mais NP. Il est là.
Talk to Von Wollner. Blasted. Holm is with him.
Gentlemen.
Louis! I'm sorry, but we are waiting for Duke Manuel. If you wouldn't mind leaving us, I should think you already have enough to do as it is.
Very well. I didn't mean to disturb you.
Just my luck. He'll only talk to the Duke.
Ouais.
We'll have to fix that.
On va devoir prendre position du corps du duc. Et là, ça va être cool. Pour voir les immunités et les vulnérabilités des gens à qui tu parles, en fait. Genre, si tu réponds à un truc où il est immunisé, tu vas jamais avoir l'effet escompté, tu vois.
Ce Jacques Perru.
Je suis censée m'en souvenir, mais un peu la flemme. Du coup, je prends ça. Je l'ai pris tout à l'heure et je me suis gourée. C'est pour ça que ça m'a fait échouer la conversation. Liaison dangereuse.
Monsieur Johann von Wollner.
Tu peux pas l'activer juste avant? Bah non. Si je l'active pendant qu'il y a les trucs d'afficher, ça s'affichera pas. Faut l'activer avant que ça affiche les choix. Donc c'est une pierre de coups, quoi. Il faut avant les choix. Ça dure longtemps en plus, mais... Pas de chance.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piad.
J'ai fait tout le tour encore, j'en peux plus. J'en peux plus de cette baraque.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Il est là.
Yes, monsieur. Is there something you wanted to add?
Concentrate. I need you to listen carefully to what I have to say, Godoy.
I am all ears.
Oui, complètement.
I need you to do me a little favor.
It's working, that's it, Louis. Get in his head.
Oh, dear. What is happening to me? I do not feel very well.
I need your help, sir.
Get in his head.
Perfect.
Voilà.
Thank you, monsieur. I'm sure I'll know how to take full advantage of your vessel, now that I am Manuel.
On est le duc Manuel Godoy. Ça va être chaud d'être dans sa peau. De répondre comme il faut et tout. Là, je vais le faire du coup.
Manuel, here you are at last.
Sir Gregory, Mr. von Wollner.
Thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I'll leave you with Johann a while. I still have a few things to settle. I shan't be long.
See you later, Sir Gregory.
Oh, Godoy. Come over here. I'm warming myself up. I had the misfortune to step outside and I'm frozen solid.
Pourquoi t'as été dehors, mec?
I wonder what he was doing outside.
On aurait pu sortir tout à l'heure.
Something to do with what Holm asked him for. Maybe. He's back from the landing stage.
Mince.
He must have gone to deposit Al Azif for someone to pick up.
Mr. von Wollner, I wanted to speak to you. I'd like to make you an offer you can't refuse.
I'm all ears.
Now, we don't have much time, so here it is. You will vote for Mortimer.
What a strange idea, Godoy. You are being ridiculous. Tell me now, why would I do that?
Ok, on va écouter. Critique. Pas simple, on ne risque que lui. Ne risque rien lui, c'est vrai.
Because Holm is finished, and he isn't worth us sinking with him if he goes down. Because after all, we're the ones taking all the risks. If Sir Gregory loses this conference, in actual fact, he loses nothing at all.
Ah, be quiet, Godoy. You don't know what you're talking about. Sir Gregory has more to lose here than anyone. He serves people high up who might not forgive him if he fails. Whereas the only risk you run is a call to order from your king. But I trust you. You can always implore your queen.
This is not a good start.
You are
Non.
wasting your time, Duke Manuel. You know nothing about me, and
You
your
know
attempts
nothing.
to manipulate me have no effect. You behave as though we were close. Yet ever since you arrived, you've only been interested in your own little self.
Don't say that, Johan. We
Pas faux.
may not be friends, but we are allies.
Is that so? And what do you know about me, exactly? If he knew I was Gregory's son, he wouldn't try it on like this.
About you? Next to nothing. Except that you happen to be so
Attendez. Comment je peux faire pour lire dans ses pensées, du coup? Je commence à rien piger du jeu, là. Si c'est le fils de Holm, il est censé être Demon aussi. Je suis pas censé pouvoir lire dans ses pensées, du coup.
Holmes' son, right?
What? What do you mean? But
Ah, now I'm starting to be of interest to you, no?
I've never spoken to anyone about that.
Quite surprising, isn't it? You see, I'm full of surprises.
Très
In
bizarre.
short, whether he's your father or not makes no real difference to me.
Speak for yourself.
Come on.
Et même, je viens de repenser à ça, là, mais vous vous souvenez quand Emily a tué notre mère sur l'embarcadère? On a écouté ses pensées à elle aussi. Bah non, c'est ma sœur, elle est Demon. C'est le jeu, ouais. C'est un bon jeu.
Me laugh. He has never thought of you as his son. I'd wager that you'd always hoped he would one day, even though he treated you like a master treats a useful slave. He is at
Je
best
sais pas, c'est
a
trop
mentor.
bizarre.
Stop me if I'm wrong.
But
On n'a pas tout compris, je pense. Je sais pas.
tell me, why do you want to follow Mortimer all of a sudden?
Mortimer is planning something. We don't know
Ta bouche, c'est
everything.
magique.
He must have something up his sleeve to be so confident.
Ah, really?
Il s'est laissé faire, je pense.
And what do you think that might be? How the devil did he find out that I'm Holmes' son?
Ah.
Mortimer is a demon, Johan. We have no chance of winning with Gregory.
Do you have any idea of what you are talking about?
I know how it sounds, but I'm asking you to believe me.
Ils peuvent s'en rendre compte. Alors pourquoi je le fais là et je me pose même pas de questions, genre. Et il y a même pas de... Il y a même pas de malus. Ouais, je sais pas.
He can take control of any
J'ai
one of
perdu.
us, Johan.
Shut up! I don't know how you found out, but hold your damn tongue! I know what Mortimer is, and Holm is one too. And they are not the only ones, believe me. Now you're going to listen to me, you filthy traitor. Not only do I count on voting for Holm, but once we've won the conference, it will give me great pleasure to track
Non,
down
mais ça change pas le fait que je lise dans ses
betrayed
pensées.
him and make them wish they'd
Mais
never
je sais pas,
been
peut-être.
born. Now is that clear?
Du coup, je peux lire dans les pensées de
But
personne.
I did warn you.
Si ça se trouve, Godoy, c'est le fils de d'Emily, genre, ça n'a pas de sens.
Right.
Je sais pas.
Now, get out of here.
Good luck.
Damn it. That's not going to please Mortimer.
Je sais pas trop. Trop bizarre. On va se réveiller, il y aura Grégory devant nous.
Good. I mustn't lose too
No.
much time.
Ou peut-être. Ah, il s'est pas endormi cette fois-ci, Godoy. Attends, quoi? Ah si, il dort
See
bizarrement.
you later, my Lord Duke. Have a nice rest.
Exactement. Non, 1792. 93 même. Bon. Est-ce que je suis partie dans le bon sens? Allez, on parie. On parie que non. Voilà. Qu'ils se savent démons, ils sont alertes et font gaffe. Ouais. Ouais, je sais pas. Je sais pas comment ça fonctionne leur truc. Hein. J'ai l'impression qu'ils créent des règles et puis ils font un peu ce qu'ils veulent avec leurs règles, quoi. C'est un peu bizarre. On va soigner. Hop. Un peu étrange. Et bouh. Allez. Oula. La réunion des grands. Il y a même un serviteur avec le masque noir. J'aime pas trop les serviteurs au masque noir.
Louis, there you are. Well, tell me, how did it go?
I did my best.
Whom did you manage to persuade?
You can count on Duke Manuel's vote.
Now I am impressed. I would never have thought the Duke would have yielded. I see you must have been very persuasive.
The Duchess will follow us.
She will? Marvelous.
Pourquoi ne m'a-t-il pas dit que c'était sa fille? Ouais.
But why didn't you tell me we were brother and sister?
Now, Louis, don't blame me. I thought, as you were going through a very difficult time, that you had enough on your plate without having to cope with
Une nouvelle sœur avec qui j'ai couché.
Sure, I would have told you sooner. I see. So we are going to lose the vote.
Father, I'm sorry.
No, I should never have let you handle it. It's my
Oof.
fault. I thought you would be able to accomplish this tour de force, but clearly you weren't ready. What an idiot I've been. Never mind. Let's forget the conference. Now I have to prepare for what's coming next.
C'est vrai.
Louis, leave me if you will.
Qu'est-ce qu'il va faire? Il va tuer quelqu'un? Il va tuer tout le monde? Tous ceux qu'on dit non? Let's go. Bain de sang. Pour gagner le colloque.
My friend, here we are at last, gathered together to close this conference. I would first of all like to thank you all for making the time to be here and lend your services. Gregory,
On n'aura pas fini ce soir en fait. Hein.
When I say that we are honored by your presence here.
You are perfectly right to do so, William. Thank you for putting your faith in us and for coming here to participate in this conference. Thank you for helping us to make the best decisions. And I especially want to thank you, William, for perfectly hosting us at your home during these past several days.
Blabla.
I'm not sure all the guests would agree to that.
C'est clair.
In any case, Holmes doesn't seem to be himself.
Good. I think we can begin. You will vote in
Qu'est-ce qu'il
turn
a fait?
on the question that interests us today. Are you for or against the transfer of ownership of Louisiana from Spain to France? Monsieur de Richet?
On a le droit de voter contre.
I vote for.
Duchess Hills.
À la dernière seconde, on a le droit de retourner sa veste. Hein.
Duke Manuel?
For.
Your Eminence?
Against.
Monsieur Napoleon?
For.
Mr. von Vollner?
Against.
President Washington?
For.
The votes are now cast. So you were not won over by my project. That hurts.
I warned you. You didn't want to listen
What
to
the
me.
Never
fuck?
mind. It will still come to pass.
Traitor!
Ok.
What have you done? You are obliged to respect your word. That is the rule.
Ok. Il
The
est bourré?
time of conferences is over, dear brother. Let us abandon all this charade.
You don't have the right. What have you
Il a tué son frère.
to me?
What have I done? Nothing, Gregory. You did it yourself. A word of advice. In the future, that is, if you have one, don't drink someone else's cup of tea without checking what's in it.
Father, what happened?
Sir Gregory, what's the matter?
Le thé.
William, what have you done?
Not now.
Le thé.
You are mad, William!
What? Il les a mis sur pause.
What this?
He will probably try, unless I get to him first.
What the hell? The Punisher.
Die!
No, you cannot die. You are, however, losing all sense of reason, as well as all your special abilities.
What did I drink?
Can't you guess? There are but few things that can have such an effect on such as we. You would know that if you ever ventured even a little way off of Father's beaten track.
Ok.
Revenge!
Oh, no, my dear.
De l'eau
Gregory,
bénite, peut-être.
You will not be taking any revenge.
Le thé à l'eau bénite.
Will die stupidly, alone, enclosed in that rather withered body. After several centuries of near absolute power, here you find yourself on your hands and knees, hoping in vain that someone is going to help you. Tell me,
Il est
what
fou.
does that feel like? Never happened to me. Can't be good.
On dirait, ouais.
Cannot leave your body. You cannot project yourself elsewhere. You cannot even contact Father. Go ahead. Try. But you are my brother. So I ask you to remember that all this is your own fault. And I want you to understand I get absolutely no pleasure out of it.
The secret ingredient was crime.
Swine!
A new order is born today, brother. Enough of Father's hegemony. After all these years of servitude, I can finally stand up and oppose it. You chose to serve him, whatever his excesses. Now it's up to you to face the consequences of that choice.
Mad! I am
Tu peux le faire.
stronger than you!
D'accord. Bon. Ça ne devrait rien changer. Est-ce que... Attendez. Est-ce que Volner est vraiment Demon, du coup? Parce que là, il était clairement sur pause. Je sais pas, en vrai. Étrange. Je pense que j'avais pas le choix que de gagner le colloque, ouais.
What? But
Ah, elle aussi, elle est sur pause. Demon moins
what
1.
on earth is happening? Am I dreaming or?
Louis, it's me, Gregory. Listen, we don't have much time.
What?
But where are we?
Louis, I brought us here. You must act swiftly. I can't hold out for long. William has poisoned me. He must have used the blood of a former demon. I am no longer able to enter the body of someone else. The poison is gnawing away at me from the inside. I'm going to die, Louis.
But where are we?
In the ether. What you see is
What?
not real. It's only a mental projection created by my spirit. I'm occupying William's spirit at the moment, but I'm not going to be able to keep it up forever. Join me, Louis. Otherwise, all will be lost.
Yes. Yes, I'll join you.
Find
What?
a way. Hurry.
What? Gros, tu tournes ta veste comme ça, what the fuck? Mhm.
Beneath your compassion, we take refuge, O Mother of God.
Ok.
Good God, I can't even move. But Louis can.
Oui.
What's happening?
Dear God, if I lose the war against France, I will be doomed.
Ok, donc elle se rencontre et les autres se rendent pas compte.
Something is happening, but I could no longer move.
Ok, donc lui c'était vraiment pas un démon et Cardinal non plus.
History will remember me and the sacrifices I made.
D'accord.
I deserve a great destiny, and I will let nothing,
Il est con,
no,
lui?
no one stand in the way of my dream.
D'accord. Trouver Sir Hall. Pourquoi est-ce que je suis censée tuer Mortimer ou le retrouver et... Ah, c'est pas par là. Zut. Je comprends R. Je comprends R. What the fuck? Il y a combien de portes? Ah ok, excuse. La porte, c'est le tableau. Ok. Oh, Mother.
There must
Sarah?
be a way.
Is that you?
Louis? Louis, can you hear me? I'm here, Louis. Can you see me?
Of course, but I don't understand.
Oh, merciful heaven. You can see me.
Yes,
Louis, I don't know what's happening, but you must help me.
Look, just calm down.
I can't see you, Louis.
I'm here right in front of you.
No, I can't see you. The caves are deserted. I can't leave, Louis.
Oui.
Help me.
You died.
Died? No. What are you talking about? Look, I am right here.
We're not on the K's.
Yes, we are. I haven't moved.
I promise you. I wish you were right, but you're not. It would seem that we're in what they call the ether.
Their world of spirits. I was sure it existed.
The poor woman is completely losing touch with reality.
What you see is not real.
I daren't try understand. Am I condemned?
Look, neither of us know anything about this situation, really.
Help me, Louis. You are the first one, the only one to see me, to speak to me. Without you, I'll never get out of here. Don't leave me like this, I beg you.
Tant pis pour elle.
Me neither. For the moment, I'm stuck here too. After all, you're the cult expert. You must have some idea. You tell me.
Not a single one. I won't stand for this. No, this is simply impossible. I must focus on a solution.
Exactement.
But how come you can move around?
I'm not dead.
I don't understand.
I think there are many things that you don't understand.
It doesn't matter. I trust you. You are going to help me, aren't you?
I must be getting on. I can't stay much longer.
Louis, I beseech you. Promise you're going to help me.
Of
On lui
course
promet.
I'm going to help you, Mother.
Thank you, Louis. I trust you. Thank you.
Ok, donc Emma aussi, elle est là. Elle est devenue Jon Snow. Exactement.
What am I doing here now? Nothing seems real.
You're nothing but a coward.
What a bunch of amateurs you are. Please, keep calm.
What on earth is going on here? I don't
trop bizarre.
understand a thing.
Louis, don't waste any time. Appease them. My thoughts are becoming confused. Help me. Be quick.
Yes, not a minute to lose.
Faut les apaiser.
I need to keep an eye on them. Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Appuyez sur 1 pour réorganiser le... Ok, faut que je reste proche d'Emily. Non mais c'est qui Emily? Sorry. Je pense qu'Emily c'est elle. Attendez. Ah! Mais arrête de bugger quand tu fais ça, bordel.
I need to keep an eye on them.
Sur elle. Analyser la situation.
Completely lost.
Emma est devant le
Close to
pilier.
her sister.
Il
As
ne
for
reste que sa
Emily,
sœur.
well, she no longer trusts anyone.
Ok,
Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
ok. Donc, on va mettre Emma. Non, elle c'est Emily. Donc, Emily, on la met ici. Ok. Et sa sœur, on la met là. Et nous, on se met là.
I
Elle.
have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Ok. Donc ça, c'est bon. Et là,
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
Ok, donc ça c'est bon.
Whatever happens, I trust him and only him. I must take the book back.
Ok, donc lui il est à l'autre bout. Merde. Lui il est là. Et lui il est là.
I won't let him attack his brother.
Je ne le laisserai pas s'en prendre à son frère. Mais attends, mais c'est pas du tout la bonne voice line. Attendez.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
Mon père!
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Alazif
Ok, donc lui, elle est à côté de Louis. Ça, c'est sûr.
He wants to isolate me again.
I won't let him attack his brother.
That's not really Elizabeth, it's another demon who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level,
C'est le père!
he should be placed between the two of them.
Elle, c'était le père!
He wants to isolate me again.
Énorme!
That's not really Elizabeth, it's another demon.
Non, mais c'est pas ça que je voulais
who
voir.
wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of
Oh
them.
my god, trop de famille. C'était lui que ça?
He wants to isolate me again.
Ah oui, donc c'est bon. Je pense que c'est bon. Emma, Emily, nous. La mère qui est à côté de nous. Bon, bah là, du coup, il n'y a pas de lien entre eux. Only lui. Je pense que c'est pas mal en vrai, non? Est-ce qu'ils me disent qu'il faut les réorganiser? Je pense qu'on est bien là. Je suis censée faire quoi? Me barrer? Non. Oh, je prends.
The remedy of the gods.
Te presse pas trop. Je me presse pas, mais je sais pas. Ça a l'air logique comme ça. De toute façon, il n'y a rien qui fonctionne. Donc ça doit pas être ça. Ah. Il y a une pièce par terre. Lui, il doit être tout seul et elle, elle est perdue. Elle doit être à côté d'elle. Nous, on doit être à côté d'elle. Ah, est-ce que ce serait pas dans l'autre sens? What the fuck? J'avais pas fini de faire dans l'autre sens en fait. Ok. Never mind.
Looks like I've succeeded. They've all disappeared.
Louis, it's worked.
Merci pour le GG.
Anytime.
Yes, I'm coming.
At least as soon as I found the exit.
Enfin, ça va. Un énorme tableau devant une porte, mec. Merci pour le love. Oula. On est dans la chambre de Emily.
Is anyone there? I can
Oui.
hear you.
What?
I know you're
C'est Emma.
there.
What are you doing here?
You? It wasn't enough for you to let me be killed. You have to come here and start babbling away at me. Fool, you couldn't have stopped her from shooting, could you?
I'm sorry, Emmett. It all happened too fast. I didn't believe for an instant that Emily would shoot.
Of course, how could poor Emily ever have a wicked thought? No, she's so sweet and innocent. Butter wouldn't melt in her mouth.
I couldn't guess she would shoot.
Louis, we have no time to lose. Help me, please.
What on earth is she talking
Ah ouais, ils ont pas la même voix?
You're
J'ai
dead.
même pas fait gaffe.
No, there's got to be a solution. I am made of the same stuff as you. I already survived a gunshot at point blank range. I will survive this. Help me. I'll go mad if I stay here any longer. I must have been here several months. I stopped counting from... Hang on. What are you doing here? Are you dead?
No. Sir Gregory brought my spirit here, but I must get back as soon as possible.
So you should be able to help me.
Emma, I have no idea of what's going on. How do you expect me to help you?
There must be a way. I beg you, promise you will help me, Louis.
Oui.
All right, calm down.
Jette tout le monde.
I'll do everything I can to get you out of here.
Thank you, Louis. I knew you were a good man.
Right. I must get going now.
On a couché avec notre sœur quand même. Faut assumer à un moment donné quoi.
Louis!
Non?
No! Don't leave me! Louis! Filthy scum! I'll kill you! I'll get...
C'est pas très sympa ça.
My memories. I'm losing my sense. Louis? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Pick up the thread of my thoughts, Louis. Of my memories. Make haste.
Ok.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Louis de Richet, his son. He brings his 4 children together, and even then I didn't react. And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
Oui, moi aussi. Moi aussi. Je le sens mal cette histoire.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference.
C'est quoi? What the fuck en fait? Faut faire quoi là?
Ah, Charles François, what an adventure.
Ouais, la scénographie elle est folle en vrai.
Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed me.
What the heck? Je comprends rien du tout. Recommencer la séance de souvenirs. Mais c'est énorme. Tellement de trucs à voir.
France, so much effort, so much wasted.
Que de temps perdu. So true.
Trap right from the start. I recalled Sparta.
Il se souvient de Sparte, what?
And when Elizabeth disappeared, No, it's not possible. I couldn't have missed that. Not me. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
Reconstituer. Oui, mais je comprends même pas l'objectif.
Yes, he feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing.
Je comprends pas quel est le sens en fait. J'ai la flemme pour toi.
He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children, and Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter.
So Holmes seems certain that Mortimer has been using me, but I get the impression that he's only had this vision recently. It's one of the last ones he had.
D'accord.
He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually...
This memory is important, but it's as if there's something missing. There must be an order to this.
Alors, peut-être que dans les tableaux, il y a un truc à suivre. Ça, c'est peut-être le début, non?
I recalled Sparta, of my exchanges back then with my brother.
Oui, on dirait que c'est ça.
In my power to avoid the Peloponnesian War, but he wouldn't listen. He always wanted more. Father wasn't gentle with William back then. shutting him in the body of Pericles for 8 years, and reducing Athens and its cursed democracy to its knees. I recalled Sparta of my exchanges back then with my brother.
I'm losing focus. Come on, Louis. Concentrate. I must concentrate on the important memories. The ones that led home into this situation.
Ah, d'accord. Donc pas trop chronologique en fait. Mince, je l'ai déjà vu celle-ci. Merde. Je peux pas passer.
Not me. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
Ça a l'air compliqué de fou. Attendez, il y a encore les trucs? Oui. Donc trier les souvenirs. Bah attendez. Là, il y a... une coiffeuse avec des trucs de meuf, des fleurs. Là, il y a une carte de France, donc on s'en fout. J'ai cru que j'allais tomber. Ça, on s'en fiche. Ça, on s'en fiche aussi, je pense. Je regarde juste les tableaux visuellement, qu'est-ce qu'ils ont en commun, mis à part les fleurs. Les fleurs reviennent tout le temps. J'ai l'impression aussi. Oh là-bas, il y en a un. Non. Attendez, quoi? Il y a un tableau là-bas. Je peux me barrer. On peut peut-être en apprendre plus, non?
Who's there? Elizabeth? But I saw your body. You're dead.
Gregory? No. No, you are not Gregory. Something's not right. Gregory, you are in danger.
Elizabeth, what's the matter?
Who are you?
Mais il va le savoir. What the heck? Présente-toi. Mais si je dis que je suis le fils de Mortimer, il va me tuer. Allez, on tente?
My name...
Je tente. Je suis joueuse. Ce jeu est bien. Ce jeu est fort.
William Alexander Mortimer's son.
William? I see. What's happening here? My son is in danger. Talk.
Sir Gregory has been poisoned.
What? Who dares attack my son?
It would seem it was Lord Mortimer.
William, that vile little traitor. He dared overstep our family rules. No member of the
D'accord, Taco, bonne nuit. Merci d'être resté. Repose-toi bien.
Is it you?
Your question is irrelevant. Elizabeth was just a receptacle which allowed me to observe William's actions.
Dac.
But I didn't even ask the
Bonne nuit.
question.
You
Bonne nuit aussi, Nighty. Merci pour le love. Bonne nuit à tous. Reposez-vous bien. Trop de love sur cet écran.
Whom do I have the honor of addressing?
You are just a fool, a mere child. I have no time to waste with you.
You're the one who Elizabeth kept hearing in her head. You're the one who gnawed at her from inside, year after year.
Who dare speak to me in that tone of voice?
She spent her whole life trying to escape from you.
And it was all for nothing. No one can escape from me.
Ok.
I am the father of all, founder of our house, grand architect of the laws that govern us, and creator of he you call Gregory home. At this moment, yes. As well as all of his brothers and sisters.
Damn it. It's home and Mortimer's father. But why am I hearing you through Elizabeth Adams?
So that is how you see me, is it? Here, everything is mere make-believe. Your mind is working to give me an appearance that will allow you to see me.
No, Louis, no. The longer you remain in his presence, the more danger you're in. Just get out of here.
Wait! I have a proposal to make to you.
Oh. Deal with the devil. Run. Neytik est toujours là. Ah, il y a les deux, il y a les deux. Ah, je sais pas, j'hésite. Hein. Allez, j'écoute. Va te coucher. J'écoute.
I'm listening. William has to pay for what he did. He had no right.
Je m'en doutais que ça allait être ça.
No one must ever attack a member of one's own family. That is the law. If you don't want to be involved in all this, let me enter your mind. When the time comes, I will just step in.
You mean like with Elizabeth?
Elizabeth was not part of our family. She didn't get any choice.
But you can't say it worked out well for her. What's to say that once inside he won't stay there?
If I ask my children to respect the rules, then I must do so as well. So, do you accept my proposal?
Too many family members inside each other. C'est oui. Complètement. Mais toi que le puissant rejoint le côté obscur. Ah, j'avoue, cette phrase me parle.
Very well. I accept.
Accueillant. Aïe aïe aïe.
Good. Pursue your goal now. When the time comes, I
Accueillant. La colère mène à la haine. La haine mène à je sais plus quoi. Je crois qu'il a mal. Je pense pas mec, mais c'est pour le beau jeu quoi. De Jeff Bezos. Pourquoi Jeff? Pourquoi?
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Louis de Richet, his son. He brings his 4 children together, and even then I didn't react. And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
This memory is important, but it's as if there's something missing. There must be an order to this.
C'est trop chiant. J'ai trop la flemme de faire ça, c'est trop long en plus, la salle est trop grande. Faut jamais faire ça. Hein. Faites pas ça. Hein. Bonne Unity. Donc ça, je pense que c'est vers la fin plutôt.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. The poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier.
C'est trop dur. Brute force. Ok, j'essaye tous. Veut pas m'aider le démon qui est dans ma tête là?
No, not yet.
Pas encore. Trop chiant. Attends, je vais re-regarder là-bas. Ça me parle pas du tout.
Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed me. Managed to swindle Lafayette for the damage he did to the Western monarchies. So full of remorse once it was done, I don't really regret making you steal the necklace and end up in a convent.
Ça c'est out of context. Ça je pense que c'est out of context aussi.
It was so easy for me to sell your title of Marquis de Maintenon to Françoise d'Aubigné and to sail for the Caribbean islands. One of my greatest successes. With one stroke, I placed myself right next to the King of France, with a mistress under my orders. And I was able to impose my law over the seas of the triangular trade.
Anyhow, I should try to concentrate on his voice.
Ça va être long.
France.
Oui.
France. So much effort. So much wasted time. From Charles Martel to the wars of religion. I simply did not consider Protestantism to be a real threat. And that was my greatest mistake. My faith in Father and the Catholic Church that he administered made me blind. I can see that now. I lost France through 100 years of war.
Ok.
It was a trap right from the start. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring the Hillsborough sisters here. He knew it. He knew it. He already knew they were his daughters. At the previous conference 3 years ago,
Allez,
I'm sure
celui-là
he
s'il te plaît.
already knew I would bring
This is
the
the
Hillsborough
first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
Premier souvenir trouvé. Donc Sparte, non. Ça c'est quoi?
And when Elizabeth disappeared, no, it's not possible. I couldn't have missed that. Not me. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
Ça je me souviens plus. Enfin si, ça parle de nous. Lui il est censé être dans le track.
He feeds Louis. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge.
Non.
What have I missed?
Donc le premier souvenir c'est il savait que j'allais faire revenir les sœurs. Donc peut-être peut-être là. Oh mais la flemme.
He allowed me to bring Emily back
Oui.
again to this conference. Suppose
Et
I'm on the right track here.
j'aurais rompi direct. Et là c'est long. Hein. C'est abusé de mettre des grosses structures comme ça.
the cherry on the cake.
Ça c'est le dernier je pense. Il y a celui-ci d'abord. Allez.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same
Okay.
time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
Ok, là je pense que c'est nous, tout au bout. Et cerise sur le gâteau, il boit le thé, tu vois. Vas-y, j'essaie le thé avant de faire toute la ronde.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back
Okay.
to this later.
Donc je pense que c'est ça. Je pense que là c'est nous, tout au bout là-bas. Et cerise sur le gâteau, je bois le thé. Oui. Je suppose.
France, so much effort, so much
Ouais, la voix qui devient plus forte, c'est pas mal. Même si ça nous fait tout tester, quoi. C'est un peu... On sait même pas combien il faut de souvenirs pour tout le fil de pensée, genre. Il manque des trucs, quand même. Ah, c'est vrai que ça fait plus énigme, du coup. Ah, c'est toujours pas ça. Il a fait venir ses 4 enfants. Ah, c'est peut-être celui-là. Ok. Ok. On va essayer ça. Je sais pas pourquoi ce souvenir m'intrigue, mais si ça se trouve, il est même pas dans la track. Ok. Ok, et le dernier, c'est l'autre. C'est le... Cerise sur le gâteau, je bois le thé. Allez, cours plus vite. Je t'en supplie. Cerise on the cake. Exactement. Cherry on the gâteau. J'ai bugué. Jelly on the cake.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his
Okay.
cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body.
Let's go.
All communication.
J'aime ces bruits.
He brought his children here. How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. The traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late.
Ouais. Jelly on the cake, c'est ce que j'ai entendu.
Quickly.
Il va l'absorber. What does that mean in the demon language? What? C'est trop beau. Oh, les cartes de tarot. J'aime trop. Ok, la dernière confrontation, je pense, non? En tout cas, c'est trop beau.
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind. He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going to devour my mind, Louis. I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis,
Il
you
est là.
are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Depuis le début, c'était le grand méchant.
Don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering. I can no longer keep
Oui, j'ai le
him
grand
out.
daron avec moi. J'y repensé, là.
He's coming.
Ne rien lui dire. Lui dire que Mortimer est là. On va lui dire
He's
ça.
here.
I can. Can you see him?
He's here. He's coming closer to you.
Where? Louis. I don't want to just disappear. He's inside my mind. I can feel him crushing me.
He's
Pas très
just
sympa.
in front of you.
I'm so sorry, brother. There's nothing you can do to stop me now.
Mais nous,
You
oui.
made your choice, and you have lost.
I was wrong about him from the very beginning. He's mad. He must be stopped. You can still do something, Louis.
Don't worry, son.
Father?
I am here. You can
J'avoue.
go in peace.
Father. I am sorry.
Don't be. You've been infallible right to the end. I am proud all those years watching you grow into who you are today.
J'aime beaucoup la voix de ce doubleur.
Almost.
No, If your brother had not been so malicious, you would still be with us. I am here now. I am going to take care of him. Count on me to...
What? Il est mort.
Stop! All of you! Leave now!
Attends, il est mort ou il est pas mort là? La true end, j'avoue. Ok. On n'a rien raté du coup parce qu'on a trouvé aussi HAL du coup, je crois qu'il s'appelle le père. 4 points. Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire de plus là? Je sais rien. J'en sais absolument rien. Ok. Aucune idée. Dac. On y arrive les gens. Oh là. Il va nous tuer. Oh putain. Ça m'a fait un peu flipper.
Louis? Your own brother.
Father?
Gregory should have never trusted you. I knew he shouldn't have come here.
No, not now.
It's pointless trying to run.
Il court pas. Il court pas du tout. Allez affronter Mortimer dans la salle à manger. Oh, let's go! Winnable. Par contre, pourquoi j'ai pas tous les pouvoirs, genre? Pas le diable en personne, là? Oui, j'avoue. Je suis où, là? On est dans notre mind?
However, you must answer for your own actions.
Uh-oh. I better tell him what he wants to know.
Tell me, Louis, what is your share of responsibility in all this?
Je n'ai rien fait. J'ai voté pour Olmo Colloque où j'ai sauvé Elisabeth.
Nothing at all. I was invited here to look for my mother, who had gone missing.
You mean your sister?
I didn't know that at the time. In any case, I didn't know anything about any of this. I'd never even met your two sons. And the more time went by, the more the trap closed around me.
But
avec le revolver. Colonel Moutarde. Let's go.
When you got wind of William's plans about the conference, did you tell Gregory?
Mais si je mens, il va le savoir. Il va le savoir de fou. Je pouvais mentir, non? Trop bizarre. Je suis censée faire quoi là? Mentir ou pas mentir? Être honnête ou pas être honnête? Allez. Je suis honnête, je suis honnête.
I didn't trust Gregory any more than I did William. I came here for Sarah's sake, not to take part in all their twisted machinations.
Certainly, but you made your choice.
Oui, c'est vrai.
Not to act is a choice like another.
C'est vrai, c'est vrai.
What did you do to thwart William?
Oh oui! Oh oui! J'ai volé la lance pour le tuer.
When Sarah told me about the power of the Lance of Longinus, I made every effort to find it in order to eliminate it. And look at what it has cost me. I've sacrificed myself by trying to put an end to his plans. Can't you see that?
You could not have given a worse answer. We're almost done. Tell me.
Ah merde.
What should I do with William?
« 15 points. 15 points pour dire je connais vos règles. Le tuer définitivement. Lui faire ce qu'il a fait à Grégory. Lui pardonner ou l'enterrer vivant. Le tuer ou l'enterrer? L'enterrer vivant, ça voudrait dire qu'il pourra jamais changer de corps. C'est quand même un pire supplice que de le tuer. Lui faire ce qu'il a fait à Grégory, c'est pas mal, mais c'est pas fou. Allez.
I think you should bury him alive.
For an eternal being, I think that punishment would be fitting. Because according to the family rules, we're not allowed to kill a family member.
I
Je me souviens plus.
agree with you on that point. He deserves no less. I see.
Let's go.
I believe
Let's
you
go.
have earned a place in our family. I cannot wait to introduce you to the others. But first of all, William must pay for everything he has done. Let's go. Now, it's time to get this over and done with.
On peut le faire. On peut le faire. Il est beau.
William! Gregory should never have trusted you. I knew he shouldn't have come here. You evil little cockroach.
No, Father. Wait.
It's over, my son.
Merde.
You've
Pardon.
gone too far this time.
Oh, Father. By the way, I have a little surprise for you.
What?
Now what have you done?
Let me introduce you to my new servants. You know, I have studied our talents closely. And as you see, they
Do you really think
C'est des bodyguards.
mutilating your servants so that they can't hear is going to save you?
Well, I admit that was the idea.
You are
What?
pathetic. On your knees.
Ah, I can feel you entering.
Your ego has
Piqué
always
18.
been your weakness, my son. You are your worst enemy. When will you understand that no lock is impenetrable?
No!
If you're the only one who can master them, all I need to do is master you.
Stop! No!
You gambled. You lost.
Oula. What?
Look at him.
You broke the most important of our family rules, William. The one that gives meaning to all the others. Thou shalt not kill. Never, ever kill a member of our family. What's going to happen to him?
He will be buried alive. But don't worry about that. It is over. Everything that belonged to him is yours now. And I am proud to welcome you among us.
Thank you.
You deserve to join us, Louis. You have
Thank you.
potential and many things to learn. Come to me.
I'm coming.
Ok. On peut sauver notre mère et Emma ou it's too late? What? C'est terminé comme ça, genre? Non. Non.
Von Vollmer tightened his political and spiritual grip on King Frederick William. On the death of the king in 1797, Johann retired with his wife to his country estate in order to continue his work on his theological and alchemical thesis. Manuel Godoy's close relationship with Napoleon enabled him to claim a part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the
Pepita.
fall of the kingdom.
Really?
He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita,
C'est
after
clair.
recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon
On l'a même pas vu
Bonaparte
se faire emmurer vivant, quoi.
political and
C'est tellement
military
pas drôle.
rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen and
Je sais
leave
pas.
France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference.
General
During his
indifference.
second term,
Bim.
George Washington had to deal with a number of rebellions. He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with Great Britain, which forced him to give up a third term in office. He retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly
shit.
coveted Louisiana Territory. The Duchess, through her relationship with the Crown, made it possible for Great Britain to build closer links to the United States on both the diplomatic and the commercial fronts. She became inseparable from the Marchioness Cunningham, reputed for being the most influential mistress of King George IV of England, and whom she inducted into the Golden Order. His Eminence Piaggi paid dearly for disobeying His Holiness over his vote at the conference. It was consequently decided to withdraw him from diplomatic and political decision-making within the Papal States. It was rumored that his great age got the better of him, and he was sent to end his days in a Tuscan monastery, where he died 2 years later.
De sa perversion, bien
Nothing
sûr.
more was ever heard of Lord Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was a topic of conversation in the European courts, but only for a few months.
Bah, il s'est fait emmurer vivant. Donc il est immortel. Mais entre 4 murs. Ça répond à ta question? Ah, les autres? Oui, il est immortel seulement s'il change de corps, je crois. Non, Napoléon, c'est pas un demon. Von Wollner, c'était un demon. Elisabeth, c'est une demon. Mais je crois qu'ils doivent changer de corps. Je n'ai pas ramené Asif sur le continent. Est-ce que c'est fini? C'est fini. Bon, et ben, fin du stream. Non, je rigole. Des choses à dire sur ce jeu. Bah GG, ouais, c'était pas ouf la fin en vrai. Enfin, c'était sympa, en fait, tout le truc sur qui est vraiment Mortimer. On n'a même pas pu sauver le Sir Gregory, tu vois. Mais au final, ouais, la fin est un peu brutale, quoi. On aurait voulu sauver notre mère ou Emma, ou faire le choix de l'une des deux, ou... j'en sais rien, genre... je sais pas. On a perdu tous ces gens pour rien. Et c'est vraiment Mortimer qui a tué Elisabeth, du coup. Par contre, ouais... Comment est-ce qu'ils ont... Enfin, ouais, en fait, ils sont tués, mais ils sont dans l'éther, en fait, je crois. Je crois que c'est ça le délire. En fait, ils sont tués, mais ils errent dans l'éther. What an adventure, ouais. Après, en vrai, c'était pas mal. Indeed. C'était cool, les énigmes étaient cool. C'était pas trop simple. Les indices, c'était pas mal. En vrai, c'était des bonnes énigmes et tout, mais la fin est trop brutale, quoi. La fin, elle aurait mérité tellement mieux. C'est trop dommage. Je suis mitigée. Vous êtes mitigée, vous aussi? Je suis trop mitigée. Bah oui, c'était trop bien. Merci à vous d'être resté si longtemps sur cette aventure de l'enfer. Merci à vous, du love pour vous, bien sûr. Freeze frame. Merci d'être resté, Darpapin. Bonne nuit. De toute façon, je vais couper là. On va couper dans pas longtemps. Merci beaucoup d'être restés, les gens. Exactement. Ouais, c'est vrai. Le futur des gens, ouais, c'est vrai. Non, bah écoutez, merci beaucoup. Merci d'avoir suivi. C'était trop bien. Je vais aller faire dodo. De base, j'étais fatiguée et ça m'a... Ah, je vais regarder SNK, ça va être beaucoup mieux après, là. Bon, allez, les gens. Bonne nuit. Je vous fais des bisous. Merci encore d'être restés. Et puis, bah, à plus tard. On va voir quel jeu on fait la prochaine fois. Des bisous, les gens. Bye bye. Et bonne nuit surtout. Reposez-vous bien. Bisous.